So Babylon in the Bible was this super rich and powerful city, but it was also full of corruption and evil. When Babylon falls, the world is in shock. The kings who lived in luxury with Babylon, they see it burning and start freaking out. They're standing far away crying, "Oh no, that great city is gone." Then you got the merchants, the big business guys. They're crying too because they made tons of money from Babylon. They sold all kinds of fancy stuff, gold, silver, fancy clothes, spices. Now all of it's gone and they're like, what do we do now? Even the people who worked on ships, they're looking at the smoke from the sea saying, that's where we made our living. They're all mourning because everything they had is wiped out. But here's the thing. While the world is mourning, heaven is celebrating. Heaven's like, finally justice is served, Babylon is down. So while the earth is sad, heaven's rejoicing because the end of Babylon means a new beginning. This one is from the book of Revelation. Michael and Lucifer had some epic showdowns. First up, we got Revelation 12 verse 7 to 9. Here, Michael and his angels are in a massive battle against Lucifer, who's also called the dragon. Lucifer thought he could take over heaven, but Michael steps up. It's a fierce fight, but guess what? Michael wins. He kicks Lucifer out of heaven along with his fallen angels. That's a serious defeat. Now the second showdown happens in Jude 1 verse 9. This time they're fighting over Moses' body. Lucifer is trying to claim it, but Michael doesn't even argue with him. Instead he says, "The Lord rebuke you." Just like that. Michael knows he's got God's authority on his side, so he doesn't need to get into a shouting match. So what's the takeaway? Michael shows us that even when things get tough, standing strong with God makes all the difference. No matter how powerful evil seems, God's got our back. Where was Jesus when Lucifer rebelled against God? You know, when Satan decided he wanted to take over heaven. Here's the deal. The Bible shows us that Jesus was right there, in heaven, in all his power and glory. He wasn't surprised by Lucifer's rebellion. Let's look at some verses. John 1 verses 1 to 3 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Through him all things were made." That's talking about Jesus. He's the Word. He was there in the beginning, even before Lucifer was created. Then in Colossians 1 verse 16, it says, "By him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible." So Jesus made Lucifer. He gave him his beauty, his role as an angel. Lucifer wasn't bad at first. He was perfect, but pride got him. Now check this out. When Lucifer rebelled, Jesus didn't have to fight him. In Luke 10 verse 18, Jesus said, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." Boom, just like that. God is all-powerful. Lucifer's rebellion didn't shake Jesus. It didn't change his plan. So where was Jesus? He was on the throne in full control. The rebellion didn't catch him off guard. It only proved what happens when pride takes over. Here's the takeaway. Jesus has always been in charge. Lucifer's fall reminds us to stay humble and trust the one who's been in control since the beginning.